Okay, guys, so our new topic on this math review is equations. So we're going to start with simple first degree, what we tend to call linear equations. Just a quick review on how to solve them. Again, I'm going to show you the way I tend to solve them. I know that it might be a little different from what some of you have been taught in schools, but let's see if you get this way. I like it because it tends to have less steps, less things to do. I always like that. So here I am talking about linear equations. Basically, it's one equation with one variable, one unknown, okay? So let's start here with a quick example. Let's say that I have a first degree equation. I have 3x plus 4. This will be equal to 8. We need to solve for x. Remember that whenever we say that, solve for x, that is equal to isolate x, or the same thing as leave x alone on what side of the equal sign, okay? That's what we're looking for, to leave the x alone on one side of the equal side. At the end of the day, I don't really care on which side, on the left or on the right, it doesn't really matter, okay? But we need to move everything that has x on one side and everything that does not have x to the other side. So this is kind of what we are going to do, okay? For us to be able to perform this thing, again, what we're going to do is move all terms with x, with the unknown, okay, to one side of the equal, okay, one side of the equal sign, and all terms with no x, without x, to the other side, okay? That's the process. How do we do that? As you move, okay, let's put it here in beta 20s. So when moving from one side to the other one, okay, from one side to the other side, remember that you need to move with the opposite operation. Opposite operation. What do I mean with opposite operation? If on one side is adding and I move it to the other side, I need to move it to subtract. If on one side is the dividing, to the other side it will move to multiply, and vice versa, okay? If on one side you will have x squared, so the square will move to the other side as a square root, okay? So having said that, let's try to solve this equation. I will move all the terms with x on one side, so I'm going to leave it here on the left. So I'm going to have 3x equals to 8, and I'm moving the 4 to this side. Because on this side is adding, I will move it to subtract. And I just continue doing 3x, it will be equal to 4. So x will be equal to 4 over 3. Then again, this 3 is multiplying on this side, so it moves to subtract. And that's it. I solve for x, okay? Let's work here with another example. Let's say that here we have 5x plus 7 minus 3x is equal to 4x minus 8. Same principle. We're going to leave all the terms with x on one side and all the terms without x on the other side. So I'm going to leave the terms with x on the left. So I'm going to have 5x. I'm going to leave here the 3x. Then the 4x that is on the other side, adding, it's going to go to the left side to subtract, okay? Equal, on this side, I leave the terms with no x, so I still have the negative 8. And this 7 that on the left side is adding, I'm going to move it to the other side to subtract as well, so this will be minus 7. Let's perform, so 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 minus 2 minus 4 is negative 2, right? So I have negative 2x. And on this side, I have negative 8 minus 7, I have negative 15. So x, again, the negative 2 is multiplying, so it's going to move to the other side to divide. So negative 15 over negative 2. Remember that whenever you're performing this, if you divide elements with the same sign, they always become positive. So the result of this, or the value of x will be 15/2, okay? And that's it. So I hope that this helps you to remember how to solve equations. If you feel that you need to practice to remember and be very clear on that, please do so. You can Google on internet for an algebra, or if you still have your algebra book, find the chapter where you are supposed to be remembering or solving equations like first degree equations or linear equations, and get down to practice.